Ante Delija's team filed a formal complaint asking the Nevada State Athletic Commission to overturn his loss to Waldo Cortez Acosta and change the result to a no contest. Early in round 1, Delija landed a barrage of punches and looked to have won, but the ref paused the action to review an apparent eye poke. After replay confirmed contact, officials allowed the fight to continue, and seconds later Cortez Acosta landed a right hand that knocked Delija out. Delija's 5-point statement claims several rules were broken, saying the ref never called a proper timeout, members of Cortez Acosta's corner entered the cage and gave him time to recover on the stool, and the replay process was misused. The Nevada State Athletic Commission dismissed the complaint, saying the fight was handled perfectly and that all rules were followed. Reinier de Ridder has finally reacted to the X account that's pretending to be him, trash-talking Khamzat Chimaev on his behalf. The account was recently suspended. In an interview with Home of Fight, RDR said, "I don't know. There's this Twitter account trying to be me. I think he still thinks that is me. He might be a little confused on that end. It is what it is. We'll see. I reported it a couple times before, but now they took it down. It was pretty funny. It was some quality content. He was saying stuff about Ali Abdelaziz as well. It was pretty dark and bad at times. Everybody knew it wasn't me except Khamzat." RDR then had a message for Khamzat. Despite his recent loss to Brendan Allen, he says he's still coming for the middleweight title. He continued, "Be patient. Keep that title. I am coming for it soon." Dana White admits that earlier in his life he wanted to be a world champion fighter. However, he quickly realized he was not cut out for it.
I respect all you guys, man. At one point in my life, I believed that I wanted to be a professional fighter and a world champion. You have to wake up and realize, and you look in the mirror and you're like, yeah, you ain't it. You guys are different. There's no other people on earth like you. A world championship football player, world championship basketball player. It's not the same. It's about who you are and how you're built. Movies, sports, world leaders. World leaders, they're all watching you. You guys are different than any other athlete on the planet. Everybody's watching. The actors, the greatest athletes in the world, world leaders. World leaders aren't watching NBA game on Wednesday night. They're not. They're watching a fight on Saturday night.
Arman Tsarukyan shows off the view from his apartment in Moscow.
Чума.
Вот здесь мы хотим,
Мангальную зону.
да, мангальную зону, там,
Беседочка.
беседку.
Вид топовый, конечно, что говорить.
It looks like Mauricio Ruffy versus Renato Moicano is in the works. Ruffy is looking to rebound from his recent submission loss to Benoit Saint-Denis. In an interview with Cornerman, Ruffy said, "I was just talking to my manager. Like I always say, right? I don't like fighting against Brazilians. It's not that I don't like it. It's that I think there are so many paths to take in the UFC you don't need to face a Brazilian. And in my case, it's against one of the guys I love most in this sport. A guy I really like. My manager wants to make this fight because he thinks it makes sense right now. Everyone else already has a fight scheduled. Others are injured. Like Fiziev, Mateusz Gamrot, who just fought. The UFC wants to give me a ranked opponent. Now, according to what my manager and the UFC told me, the fight they want is Mauricio Ruffy versus Moicano. We're not close friends or anything. He's someone I like, but the UFC wants to make this fight happen, and I think it makes sense. I want to fight as soon as possible. End of the year, beginning of next year." A few years ago, Luke Rockhold said that he could kill Alex Pereira within 10 seconds on the ground, but Rockhold now admits that he underestimated Pereira.
I hated on him. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the division and I thought he got groomed to the top, and I didn't think he had the ground game to really compete. But I mean, this guy has proven himself over and over again, and the gamesmanship is what I see every time now. Like he's so confident in there, and he doesn't question himself. I mean, we all go through moments and times in fighting, and he can move up weight classes and fight the big dudes like that. Like it doesn't even make sense how big he can get. Like honestly, like you're talking about a guy who made middleweight, now he's going to heavyweight and he's weighing 240 pounds. Like he don't look small. No. He looks bigger and bigger. It doesn't make any sense, and he gets more and more confident.
And his power.
I'm sure he's getting better and better on the ground too.
Michael Bisping gives his picks for UFC 322.
Michael, I need to talk to you about something.
Can't a man just get a bit of peace? My word, I'm trying to relax here.
Sorry, I just wanted to talk about UFC 322.
Whoa, UFC 322? That is my world. What do you want to know, babe?
Who's going to win between Beneil Dariush and Benoit Saint-Denis?
This is a great fight to kick off the main card. However, I'm going with the experience. Beneil Dariush was on an 8-fight win streak, then he lost 2. I think people are overlooking him. Beneil Dariush via decision.
What about Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates?
I hate to say this. I love Leon. UK, don't turn your back on me. However, I think Carlos Prates is going to come out like a bat out of hell. I think he wins a decision here, guys.
What about Sean Brady versus Michael Morales?
Michael Morales is awesome. He's 18-0. He's a great striker, but he's going to get taken down and he's going to get submitted by Sean Brady.
Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili.
I love both of these ladies. They are incredible. However, Valentina Shevchenko has defended the belt many times. She's the better striker and she can wrestle these days as well. Plus, she can speak 5 languages. She can fly an aeroplane. She will win. She will defend the strawweight title by a decision.
Okay, main event, Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev.
This is going to be a great fight. I'm going to go with the underdog. Della Maddalena just beat Belal Muhammad by a decision. I say he's going to beat Islam Makhachev by a decision. I could be wrong. I love both of these. Best of luck to both men, but I think Jack wins by decision. Babe, can I relax? Can I go back to what I was doing? My word, it's been a very stressful day. Leave me alone. Go away!
Jack Della Maddalena is sparring with Alexander Volkanovski and grappling with Craig Jones in preparation for his upcoming welterweight title defense against Islam Makhachev.
Come on, Jack, work now. Keep your ratings load on them, lad. Right.
Don't let him give up the leg like that.
Beneil Dariush thinks Arman Tsarukyan will beat Dan Hooker. However, he doesn't totally count Hooker out. The two are set to fight at UFC Qatar on November 22nd. In an interview with MMA Junkie, Beneil said, "Yes, I do think he beats Dan Hooker, and I think he could do it very dominantly. But a 5-round fight, I've got to tell you, man, Hooker is a dog. He doesn't have to win the first 2 rounds, but if he just does well in the first 2 rounds, that'll be a really interesting fight. What I mean by well is keeping the fight close and making Arman work. The 5 rounds will be really interesting to watch, so I think that'll be a really fun fight to watch." Nina Drama pranked Alex Pereira and told the waiter to take his food while he was eating. Justin Gaethje reveals he fought 5 amateur fights before ever taking a striking class.
Is it true you have a twin brother and that he is a better fighter than you?
It is true that I have a twin brother, but it is false that he's a better fighter than me.
I think it's gonna be easy money today.
Favorite movie, favorite book, favorite video game?
Favorite movie, Fight Club. Favorite book, Goodbye. Favorite video game, Call of Duty.
Is it true that you had 5 amateur fights before you took your first striking class?
It is true that I had 5 amateur fights before I took a striking class. That's when I met my coach, Trevor Whitman. In my 5th amateur fight, I almost got knocked out. I was like, I really got to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. So, found the coach.
What's the coolest gift you ever got for Christmas?
I'm going to have to go with the set of golf clubs. My first set of golf clubs when I was like 7. I also ruined Santa Claus for me because I heard them bringing the golf clubs in that night. I was awake, taking a sleep, and then Santa brought me golf clubs.
Jack Della Maddalena says once he's done clearing out the welterweight division, he wants to move up and face Khamzat Chimaev at middleweight.
I would like to be a defending champion. I like to see a champion sort of at least like clean out a lot of the top 10 guys before moving up. Respect what Islam's done. I think he's moved up at a good time. You know, he's done good work at lightweight. I respect what he's done. Cleaned out the division and moved up. And I'll try and do this. I'll try and defend my belt multiple times before even considering changing division.
Is middleweight something that could be on the horizon for you one day?
Yeah, for sure. I think so. Yeah, I would like to fight Khamzat Chimaev at one point if my career goes well. It'd be a good challenge.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from John Herb's Bro Science. It says, unpopular opinion. To stop eye pokes once and for all, start penalizing every single foul, intentional or not. The second one's from RDM1156. It says, Jones always tries so hard to sound like a good, respectful person. And the final one's from WorkLife316. It says, good to see Ben getting better. Best of luck, champ. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.